This is the final word.
The core of players that we have back here are top six forward guys, defense on the back end with Chris Letang, him getting his contract extended as well. So we have a core group of great hockey players back here in Pittsburgh. I think it's a big foundation of our team.
Head coach Dan Bylsma has to be happy with what has happened with the Penguins. Busy few weeks for the Pens and Ray Shero. Malkin extended, Kunitz extended, new contract for Dupuis, and now the signing of Rob Scuderi. Rich Walsh, Shero's certainly keeping the core of this team intact. There's no doubt about that.
No doubt about that. I think they're going to have to call Omar Khan from the Steelers in a few years to consult him on how to work the cap. I think Ray Shero played his cards perfectly. I'm not too crazy about the 4 years for Pascal Dupuis, but I know they had to do that. Same with Rob Scuderi. That's the only thing I can really criticize. I mean, that is what the market is, and they were below average on the market with these guys. I mean, you look at what Jerome McGinley signed for, $6 million incentive-based contract, and these look like great deals compared to that. I wouldn't pay Jerome McGinley after what I saw, $6 million a year. So I like it. I really can't criticize what he's done. I think, like Rob said it perfectly early in the show, he's a magician.
All right, Rob B.
I think the same thing. I mean, you look, there are teams out there that never make the playoffs, that never make the conference finals, teams that have to wear orange and black as their colors. Those are the teams, the people, the fans that you should feel sorry for, not the Penguins. Why mix with a formula that has gotten you a lot farther than most other franchises in the NHL can say right now? Why mess with a core unit that really can produce if it plays up to its potential? I just don't see a reason to change things.
Rob Rossi, Ray Shero was so aggressive with his moves in season and so aggressive with these moves in the off season. It's remarkable what he's, as you said earlier, what he's been able to do.
What's remarkable is that the Penguin fans are criticizing him for keeping a good team together. I will never understand the reaction to keeping the best line in hockey together, to keeping Chris Letang as opposed to trading him for young, unproven players, to trying to build around a core of Malkin, Crosby, and Letang. Look, you want the Penguins to be better next season? Okay, maybe the coach can do a better job. You know who else can do a better job? Crosby, Malkin, and Letang. And if they do, we will be applauding Ray Shero for giving this group another run, let alone 1, 2, or 3 runs at the Stanley Cup. Cool it, Penguin fans. You're fine. You could be in Philadelphia. It's worse.
Rob, you told us something off camera that was very interesting. You said you hear criticisms all the time about they should get younger. And why do you disagree with that?
Because Crosby, Malkin, and Letang are Hall of Fame talents. 2 of them are already in the Hall of Fame. If you look at the way they've produced over their careers, talking about Crosby and Malkin, and you don't supply those guys with inexperienced, unproven players when they're in their primes.
I actually want him to get older.
All right, coming up, we're about 2 months from training camp, by the way. That's Penguins training camp. Was that Rob groaning? Still to come, what was the purpose of the lockout? And we have a tweet about just that from Kelly Petrosky. She writes, purpose was how they were going to divide the money. Hashtag the mighty dollar. Thank you, Kelly, for that tweet. And we'll be back with more of the final word in 2 minutes.